Host Tanya Michelle, and you are watching us live on Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Again, be sure that you like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Again, thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. My guest tonight, this is my first time meeting her. I think either someone had given me her information, or I think it was friends with her manager or something like that on Facebook, or someone gave me their information. But this powerhouse, oh my God, she is a singer-songwriter. She's an entrepreneur. We're going to talk a little bit about her journey tonight as a singer and songwriter. And she has a new LP out, or I should say CD out, that just came out last week. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. Please welcome to the Artist Showcase, Lori G. Hi, Lori.
What up, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm damn good. My third. Damn
Yeah, okay, yes. I love it. I love it. You have such a beautiful spirit. As soon as I saw you on the camera, I'm like, oh my gosh, she is so beautiful. She has such a beautiful spirit.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. We were going to play a few of your songs on the air tonight, and but you know what? That's okay. 'Cause we're going to bring you back. We're going to listen to some of your music, and then, like I said, you know, the viewers out there, they can always go to your social media platforms. And yes, and you're going to give that information out towards the end of the show. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But that's right. Well, let everybody know, who is Lori G.
Lori G is complicated. Like you said, I am a singer, songwriter, actor. I'm Detroit. I've been doing this for a minute. And I really just put my whole heart into this album. Worked really hard on it. I'm happy and excited to bring you that private big girl. I actually put out that single for hosting days in Tokyo. And, you know, put out that single with your album. And then hosting came and shut me down.
Wow.
So it was like right in the middle of what I was doing, you know. But I'm glad it happened now, because it really gave me a chance to and you know, we're sitting at home, we have time to think.
You're right.
You know, just it manifested into something better. So that's when God decided to happen and that.
Oh, yeah.
So, exactly. And I was supposed to go back and think, and now we have time to do it, which is just head and shoulders above what I was doing before. What I was doing was great, but this is like, it's that level. So I'm very excited.
And I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. Yes. Now, tell me, what made you want to get into this industry or become an entertainer or a singer? What inspired you to get into this industry?
You know, sometimes I'm like, wait a minute, you know, why? Because I can't stop. I love it.
Right.
But I love entertaining. That is all I have ever wanted to do. From the time I was a kid, I never dreamed about being really.
Right.
I used to have records when I was a kid, and I would, you know, sing these records. I would have plays and songs. I would act everything out. That's just all I am.
Yeah.
And I have, it was like my last breath.
Wow. Yes. And you can tell you've been doing it for a very long time. I love all of your songs on your CD. Yes, I listened to it last week and also this afternoon.
Oh,
And yes. And it was so hard for me to pick and decide, okay, I know I want to play Trophy first. Which was, yeah, I wanted to play that, and it was, it was so difficult, but I love every single song on your CD. And you can, and you can tell that you should be. And you know what? You can tell that you really put your heart and soul in that. So like you said, that break, that COVID, when COVID hit, it gives you some time to regroup, and, get things, up to par, and, and crossing all T's and dotting all I's. And you can tell, I can tell in your music that you worked really hard on that. Yeah, definitely congratulations on your new EP. Yes. What separates you from other artists?
Oh my Lord. Wow. Well, I like to think that I'm a good singer. I like to think that my vibe, my voice is not. You recognize it when you hear it. That has a very distinct sound.
Very unique, of course. Yeah.
And the sound that when I was younger, I wish, when you're young, you want to sound like everybody else. But as I've grown, I embrace things that's just hard.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I think that's part of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because my background is more classical.
Okay, yeah.
And I picked up some classical trained child. And my mom was an opera singer, so I played and my parents were older.
Oh, wow.
My dad was 37, my mother, my parents were 37 before it came out. So I heard a lot of old school jazz. A lot of classical music. My parents really wanted like the new Beyonce Christ. I heard that in that
Isn't that something though? That our parents want to have a totally different dream that for us, and we just go the total opposite direction.
So I heard a lot of classical. I grew up in the Prince. So I didn't hear much gospel music. I went to school. Shout out to my Green Believers family and my West family. But in 10th grade, I went to Mumford High School, and it changed my life.
Wow.
And I went from being in this girl school to certain presentations. Because of course I had my regular, like I heard that.
Yeah.
But I started going to Mumford, and it was so eclectic. There was so many different types of people.
Right.
But now my sister, here's just Jackson Thompson, who is just still another lady, and she has taught me Detroit favorites like the Wine, Clark Parker, Peggy Cook, Beth Griffin, all a lot of Detroit,
Oh, yeah.
And I was surrounded by kids who were Picasso and Kodak, and they were taking off trips and fun. And I was like, what is this?
Right.
And it blew my mind because honestly, I didn't know who the Lions were before I got here. I didn't know who the Martin were. I had hearing that type of stuff.
Right.
So when I heard like the question is, when I heard tomorrow, it just blew my mind. And it changed, and because she made me learn classical, spiritual, gospel, and I just had to fit in. So I had the classical background. I came in as an opera girl and kind of got into a little bit. Like, what do you think?
Oh,
and
yeah.
I learned how to run and things, and then out of high school, I started doing go-gos and bands and things. So I harmony.
Uh-huh.
You know, just harmony. Then I met my husband, my future husband, in we're 17.
Wow.
I was at one, we met in a band.
Uh-huh.
And he comes from a jazz band background.
Okay. Yeah.
And so we put all of that together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got a good combination.
Yeah. So,
for sure.
That's
for sure. Right. And we gotta have him on the show. We gotta have him on the show one day too, because
Absolutely.
I think that's what it was. I think I reached out to him, and then that's when he introduced me to you. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yes,
she seems talking. Well, let's bring her on too. Let's do this. Yeah. Yes, he is. Now is he your manager too? He's your manager too, right?
Yes.
Now how does that work? I call it husbanger.
Right. Yeah. He will say, no, you know what? I think what happened is because we met in music and we both did. I think it's different.
Okay.
And we learned because we're doing it every day. And we all had this discipline.
Okay.
And we both went into the right now. And that's kind of what came together.
Yeah.
And so we just be able to turn those taps around. We're working.
Yeah.
We're very, and it's all we've ever done our entire life.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
Yeah.
And that doesn't work for that doesn't work for for everyone either. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's good that you guys have that boundary there too. There's the work life, and then there's the husband and wife life too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it doesn't work for everyone, but it definitely works for you all, and I can tell that too, because you guys make great music. Great combination.
It's our heart. I like to think, I don't know if you're familiar with Warren Campbell, Eric Campbell, Mary. And
Wayne, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like we're the R&B version. We really are.
And that's so funny you mentioned that, because I just saw an episode of Wayne Campbell on Unsung. Literally like just last week. Yes, and I didn't even know. I've heard of Wayne Campbell, but I never clicked the two. And that's just really, they work good together.
They're amazing, and he's so talented, and he's done a lot of art.
Ooh, yes, he is.
People don't know about,
Yeah, see?
So we really relate to them a lot.
Yes. I definitely can see it. Describe your creative process, when you're creating new music. So when you started working on this new album, and we talked about, starting Trophy, and then you kind of back a little bit because of COVID. But what was that creative process in creating your music, or whatever that you write?
That's interesting, because it varies.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes there was a time where sometimes he would make some music and give it to me and say, hey, what do you think? And I would, put a tune to it or something like that. And there's some times where I've sung things to him. Usually, I get inspired by my conversations we have with people, situations in our own lives, and then we just, we purely work on inspiration.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so it can happen. It's not an exact science. Sometimes I'll have a line in my head, and I always record it. We always have our own studio, which makes it very convenient.
Yeah.
And I can get that thought out, and I might go away, come back to it, But there have been times where I've sat down and just written songs completely in one shot. That doesn't happen often, but
right.
But this album actually, we did work with other people. We were more collaborative.
Okay.
And I love that. So I have to shout out this very talented young man. His name is Sean Rule.
Okay, Sean.
AKA Gully DQ. I don't know if you are familiar with them, but when I tell you, ooh, man, and
See.
so talented.
Wow.
He's a great writer. We met to work at a church together, and we met and some years ago, and we really were standing outside our church just singing to each other. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna have to write some things together. And so Sean really spearheaded Trophy and 50 Shades. And he came up, and then we got with another young man.
Okay.
His name is Keith Lee, also known as Serious Lee.
Okay.
Who is a super talented musician, pianist, drummer. He is just and he's a young man, but he's like a prodigy. He's just he's amazing.
Wow.
And then now I also have a very musical family.
Okay.
I come from a musical family, and we have created a musical family.
Okay.
And so my son, his name is Scott, but his stage name is Scotty Vibes.
Okay.
And that's his
Oh, okay.
period.
Okay.
His background to me, he's very talented. So we all work together on this album.
Wow.
So you had people of all different ages, all different, things that came together, and you got these songs.
Wow.
And so, 50 Shades, the funny thing is, 50 Shades came about because my first album, I was thinking when I was talking to Sean, I'm really thinking of calling this album 50 Shades.
Right.
And not any songs, just the album, 50 Shades, And by the time I told him my concept for the album, he started singing this whole song. I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
So this is a 50 Shades song, and then Scott and I added some things to that. And we did it's just, and then Ron brought it all together. So it was amazing. And Trophy wanted to write a song, and I wanted to write a song that would empower women, the women to relate to.
Okay.
And I think we did that.
Okay.
So that's how that song came to me. And then he literally said, I heard this song in my head and called Signs and Wonders.
Okay.
And which is I always like to add a little gospel song with this grateful song and everything I do, because that's just my
Right.
Yeah, that's what So, and he literally just purely wrote that for me, and I loved it, and I'm like, you have to put this on here.
Yeah.
And so, Scott and I did Cougar together, which that's my son. There's so many songs, so it was all of us all together.
So just a great combination. Everybody just works really good together, and everybody clicks. Everybody, they know what you want, what you're looking for, and and it makes a great album.
It does. It's a combination. That album is double. It's a mix of a lot of different things, and I'm so excited. It's amazing to work with your children. Because he's so talented, and he came up in it. That's all he's ever known, and he sings background for me, and we're very proud of him. But
awesome.
And you have him on your show, because you have a project that is on assignment.
See?
It's amazing. But, I really struggle, Tanya, sometimes if I want to share that information, because sometimes people take you less seriously because you're related. But that's my truth. So I'm just I'm just at a point now where I'm just speaking my truth. That's what it is. That's what I am. And we're talented.
Especially that's your son.
But I'm saying that in a mom way. I've given him I treat him like any other musician. We're working. But he's an incredible worker. He's really talented.
Separating the mother and the child, the mother and the son.
But we just, like I said, my children, have been watching us do this forever. That's all they know.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure, for sure.
Absolutely.
You're watching the Artist Showcase. I'm sorry, the Artist Showcase. Yeah, the Artist Showcase is live here on WJZZ Cool TV. We're streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Be sure that you click the like, share, and comment and follow and subscribe. Again, thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. I am going to go onto our page really quick to see if anyone has any comments at all, because I do want to be sure that I catch everyone, if everyone's saying hello. So I want to catch everybody. And I do see one person watching, but no comments as of yet. So again, if you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube, be sure that you put in your comments. Is there any questions that you want me to ask Laura G? Please do so in the comments, and I will try to look at the comments as we go along. When Lori, when you're performing on stage, what does that feel like? That has to be like a great feeling, you know, to be on stage and to be able to do the thing that you love.
I love Beyonce. I love the energy. You know, it's really funny. I'm always excited to get on stage, and I never get nervous before I go on stage. I get nervous after I step off the stage.
Really?
Which is so bizarre. And
Now
I'm like,
that's odd.
okay, because I'm an overthinker kind of, okay? And so I've done it, and I get off there and like, oh my God, I hope that was okay. You know, and I have to and I replay everything I've done. And it's really a bizarre thing. But I get hyped to be on stage. I think I feed off people's energy. You know, and I really do love, I'm a ham, that's what it is. I just like to entertain people. You know, you show me the light, I'll be like, where's the light?
Now I'm the opposite. So whether I'm on stage, if I'm acting or I'm in front of a camera, not here, but if I'm comfortable here, but when I'm on the camera and I'm doing a film or whatever that I'm doing speeches, I am nervous, but you won't see it. because for me it's it's a perfectionist thing, and that's just I don't know if that's me thing or a Libra thing, I don't know. But it's but it's thank you. Yes, I got 2 more 3 days to celebrate, because I celebrate all month, Lori. I celebrate all month.
Yeah, my daddy's birthday was September 23rd, so.
Ah, okay, yeah, so he was the last.
On that cusp.
The last day of the Libras. Yes. But I do too. I get nervous too, but you won't see that. You won't see it.
No.
So yeah, I'm just the opposite. So that's different. That you get nervous when you come off the stage.
Don't you find, though, as an artist and as a creative, that it's about, you get nervous, but you just shake it off. Just do your thing. Because it's like you have to have enough ego to get out there and do your thing. So you have to have so much confidence to get out there and do it.
Exactly.
You don't want to have so much ego that you're an ass. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
yep.
Like this balance, right?
Yep. We got to balance.
So,
if we don't balance, oh Lord, watch out. Oh my God. Now, is there a song on your CD that you love to perform, or is there a special song that you always perform that your crowd or your fans always want you to sing when you're on stage?
That's really interesting. I've not had a chance. I've only really had the chance to perform 50 Shades and Track Star because I was just going out and singing, and then COVID came.
Okay.
So I'll actually be performing, but I do love performing 50 Shades. I love performing 50 Shades.
Yeah.
I love singing that song.
And I love that song too.
Yeah, but I'm excited right now because I'm working with my band, putting together a whole show, and I've been doing some performing. So let's circle back to that one, and I'll tell you.
Okay. I mentioned at the beginning of the show that we're going to talk a little bit about your journey, and we talked a little bit about how you got started and what made you get into this industry. But there are also viewers out there who wants to get into this industry, and I like to talk a little about the business side of it, because when you're up performing, the fans out there, we look at it as, oh my gosh, she's having fun, I wonder what it's like. But they don't know that, there's the business side to it, and the artists have to know the business side of it. Not all artists, especially the up and coming artists, really dig into the business side of it.
No, ma'am.
What are some of the pros and cons that you can tell the audience out there on the business side? And it doesn't have to be from your personal experience, but just in general, the pros and cons.
Well, I would say this: it's a lot of work. See, people want to see this side of it, right? They hear this talking to you, or they want to hear the music, but they don't think about the work that goes behind the non-glamorous side.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I could speak of it in pros and cons, but I will say, to be an artist, you have to love what you do. You have to love it.
Yeah.
Because it's very difficult. It's a long, arduous road to get paid what you're worth.
Yeah.
I mean, that's as far as singing, acting, anything in entertainment. I don't know, Viola Davis or Angela Bassett or whomever, there are a lot of other people, all, from up and down,
Yeah.
who are working actors, who are working musicians. There's so many levels to it.
Yeah.
So you have to love what you do. You have to get happiness. And not so much focused on money.
Yeah.
And if you work hard and you grind, the money will come.
Yeah, that's true.
And I also think it's important to learn the business side. And the business is always changing. And so you always have to keep abreast of what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
And also, there's no clear path to success.
That's true.
Everybody's path is different. So there's no way to say, if you do A, B, or D, all I can tell you is this worked for me.
That's right.
But I have learned that the most important thing, one of the most important things, is you just have to show up.
Yeah.
Just show up to see what God has for you.
That's right.
You don't feel like going out. You don't feel like you just need to. Sometimes you're so tired, And a lot of us artists, we do what we do, but we have day jobs too.
Yeah.
And I'm being real.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're like, oh Lord, I'm so tired.
Yeah.
But you just show up and you network with somebody. You will, you just have to show up.
Yeah.
And believe in yourself. I know that sounds very cliche. You never listen to what anybody says.
But that's true across the board, whether you're an artist or a business owner such as myself, that goes just across the board, Yeah. Because you never know who's watching.
You never know who's watching. Believe your hype and create your own hype and believe.
Yep, that's true.
And don't let the haters be your elevators.
Yeah.
Because people are always gonna hate, especially when you're in entertainment.
That's true.
I always say greatness isn't about being famous.
That's true.
Every famous person you know.
That's true.
Before you knew their name, they were just as great. The day after you knew their name.
That's true. Great advice. Great advice. That's right. That's right.
And keep going.
Definitely keep going. And I'll definitely stay encouraged. Yeah.
Yep.
For real. Because it will discourage you, especially if you feel that things aren't happening as quickly as you want them to be. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely stay encouraged, for real. If you could change anything during your journey, what would you change?
I would have been more fearless earlier.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I wasn't supported.
Okay.
You know, my parents didn't take me seriously. I think partly because my father was like I said, my father had as just a beautiful voice. I mean, he could have been pop rock. He could have been. I mean, he could have just done whatever he wanted. But I understand it was a different time.
Yeah.
And he stopped what he was doing. He always sang in church and whatnot, but he had been in all types of plays, all types of productions. I mean, you know, showboat, and you know, just all these things he did.
Yeah.
And I think he just gave it up because it wasn't practical. And it probably wasn't, you know?
Yeah.
And I think they kind of expected me to do the same thing. So they didn't stop me from doing it, but they didn't really support me.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And I think because of that, I didn't have the parents who were like, oh, my daughter's so great, you know, it's so talented. I didn't really hear all that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but I did have my chosen family, my musicians, and I have
Yeah.
great parents. I don't mean it in that way.
Yeah, right,
But they
yeah.
just didn't really. They're like, you know, what are you really gonna do? Like, this is what I do. You know, I mean, I was in a band singing. We were singing in clubs before we even old enough to be in clubs.
Yeah.
We were gigging, you know, but my parents would never come here. It was always, oh, it's too late, it's too far, you know. They just, you know, different people that I would report with, and I would come home with recordings of things I had done, and they said, oh, that's nice. So then I learned, and this is another lesson, sometimes even the people that are closest to you, you can only go so far with them because it messes up your head.
Yep. That is so true. That is so, yeah.
So I think what I would have done, another thing also, Tanya, I think that I probably would have left Detroit at some point, and maybe gone down to Atlanta or gone to another state. Because the music scene has changed a lot over the years, and I'm talking like from back in the day.
Yeah.
And but I just wouldn't have thought like that at the time, just with my mentality. It would have never occurred to me to go to another state and, you know, and do that. But if I could talk to myself now, it's like, just go.
Exactly. Exactly.
It happens the way it's supposed to happen. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly. And I probably would have been the same way for me too. Because when I started acting for almost 43 years ago. So I was 5 years old. I was 5 years old then. And so, you know, back then I thought nothing about acting and stuff. You know, my grandmother, she saw this ad in the paper for a stage play. It was called Regina, was the name of the play, back in 77, 76. Wow. And so we went down to the music hall. We auditioned. I did my little tap dance. I couldn't tap dance I just couldn't tap dance. I had on these little little heels. And back then, you know, the music hall, the stage back then was very hollow. So if you're tap dancing in clogs, I could just hear everything, right? So I was supposed to be singing one of these little nursery rhyme songs, and ended up making the director laugh, and that's how I got my part, you know. And again, I wasn't nervous out of all those people, you know. But you know, I think my mom back then too. She was probably the same way. It was like, oh, okay, you know. But it was my grandmother and my grandfather that really wanted to see me do something in entertainment. And so when another audition came for a movie that was playing down here, and I wish I knew what it was, my mother woke me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I stayed there for the audition for like an hour. I didn't even get a chance to audition because I was tired. I'm like, and I didn't know. I wasn't aware, you know, of being an actress or anything like that. Now, had I would have been told about an actress and what they make and all that type of stuff and how fun it is, I would have kept going. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So you know, so I get it. You know, with the parents thing, I get it. You know?
Yeah, because it's my grandfather too. My grandfather is the reason that I sing.
Yeah.
My poppy, God rest his soul. He is the one, and you think because my father was the singer, but he just didn't. I guess he just didn't think about it. He didn't connect the dots. He didn't take it seriously. My grandfather is the one who said, "Listen to her voice." I think I can vaguely remember being over at my grandfather's house because I think it was an ice storm. We didn't have a house, and we were over his house. And like Earth, Wind, and Fire came on, and I was singing with Philip Bailey, and I was hitting all those high notes, and my grandfather was like, "Whoa!"
Right,
you know,
see?
I didn't you're just singing. You're a kid. You're just singing. You're just nothing. And he said, "Look, she needs some voice lesson."
Yeah.
So my grandfather was a deacon at Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church, and he went and found, he talked to this man, Mr. John Whittington, and found me my first voice teacher. I was probably about 11.
Yeah, okay.
And this is how I began. And my grandfather, every place I ever sang, he would come and hear me sing with his tape recorder.
Wow.
And he would, and I remember he had my cousin play this song called Special Delivery, the piano on his tape recorder.
Wow.
And I adored my grandfather. So every Friday night, my grandmother had passed away when I was 5. We were very close. He was like my best friend. And I would do anything to hang out with my grandfather.
Yeah.
And I would go to meetings with him because I knew we were going to have fun afterwards. So I would get meetings or whatever, waiting for him. And he'd say, before we go,
yeah,
my baby's going to sing. And I said, oh, no. Because
pushing you out there.
Kind of a big crowd of people. But it's like 10 people looking at you like this. And
right.
It was just, I would be so afraid. But he trained me and I didn't know it.
Right, see?
He would have me sing everywhere. He had that music. And once I got in the bands and I would sing with my friends, he would gig it at night on Saturday night. And we would sing at churches on Sunday morning.
Wow.
We always did both. And my grandfather, as busy as he would come and show up at that church. And I said, well, we're singing the same song we sang last time. He didn't care.
He didn't care. And that's something?
I mean, he recorded every lesson that he had. When he passed away, he had a whole store of cassette tapes.
Do you still have them?
I don't. I wish I did.
Aww.
But so I told you, my grandfather was my biggest cheerleader. He was everything.
Wow.
He was everything.
Wow. Yeah. Isn't that something amazing?
So that's something we have in common.
Yeah. We gotta love our grandparents. We love our parents too, but we gotta love our grandparents for pushing us. Yes. How do you, when you're creating your when you're putting your album or your music together on your album, do you do you have a problem? Not, I shouldn't say a problem. Do you have an issue when it comes to which songs that you want to put on your CD, what to include on there? If you written so many songs, like, okay, I got all these songs here, it's like, what should I put on here?
Yeah, you know what? We always do lots of songs when we sit and listen and decide what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And it's pretty organic, Tanya. It's pretty organic.
Yeah.
And Ron and I, we've been doing this for so long, kind of know, like,
yeah,
this is it. After you listen to it for 50,000 times, in every different way that we can listen to it, we just kind of decide,
Mm-hmm. Do you have that?
Intentionally, I kept it short.
Okay.
Because there are only 12 songs on there.
Okay.
And where I know a lot of people do like working.
Yeah.
But I want to be more old school about it,
And, because now, you're right, because a lot of the artists, it is about that many.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes 17, 20.
Yeah.
I'm used to I'm used to the old school, like, okay, after 12 songs or so, okay, I'm done. I'm done. Unless it's house music. Now if it's a house music CD Everybody know I'm a house music lover. Now if it's that, then okay. But it's I'm old school too. If it's
So how did you like that? How did you like that house version? You say?
That's probably the one I play. That's probably the one I was playing a lot. Yes.
Yes. You know what? Now that house track, and so I wanted to say, so there's two versions of Trophy, right? There's two versions of this today. Because we have the original version, but I just felt overcold, but I'm like, we just gotta give it something else. You know?
Oh yeah.
And so I wanted to break it, and people love the song Trophy. They love it. I get such a good response from it.
Yes.
And from women particularly, they love it. And
yes.
I just wanted to do something that was more like matter of fact, more personal. And that's why I did that acoustic version. I just wanted to sing it because, you know, a few years ago, you know, you're just in a different space. I just wanted to do something from that same song now.
Yeah.
And Brian wanted to do this version because this is DJ. And he did that Shay remix of that house mix. And I was like, oh my God, I could not stop listening to it. I could not, I get in my car and I'm bopping, like, I'm bopping to myself. I'm like, oh.
Right. You know it's good when you bopping the music right along with it. You know.
I cannot stop listening to this song.
All right. You know it's good when it gets to that.
Yes. And I try to give something to everyone. You know,
oh yeah.
I try to give everyone. I try to do those like ear gaps for everybody.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you remember your very first performance? Now it doesn't have to be childhood. It can be as you got older. But do you remember your very first performance and what was it like?
You know, that's wow. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's okay.
That's a long time.
I can remember. But I think kind of was a pivotal moment.
Okay.
Was I sang for my 8th grade graduation. And I sang this song that my cousin taught me, the one that my grandfather had made her put on me today after I did it. It's a song called Special Delivery. And I sang it for my 8th grade. And I never really sung in the choir and things like that, but I, you know, little stuff when I was a kid in front of my family and whatnot, but I never sung in front of like an audience like that I could recall.
Yeah.
And when I sang this song, I got a standing ovation.
Wow.
People were crying.
Aww.
And I was like, my whole class stood up and clapped. I mean, it was just, it was just a really big moment. But I think what it taught me was that there was power in my voice. And that I could move with my voice. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's when it was like a shift. And like I said, and then I went to Lutheran High West. And I was in the choir there, and it was the first year I had to come in and audition in the choir, and that was the greatest we did. We made a record that year too.
Oh wow!
But then when I got to Mumford, that's when I started meeting kids that were like really wanting to be in the business. And I think that's when I started thinking about, you know, I think I can do this. That's when I started having those thoughts.
So that I can do this. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Very quick.
It's amazing how God works. I got to Mumford. That was a punishment. My parents didn't think I was appreciating my private school education. So
I see.
In Mumford to teach me a lesson.
Right.
I was supposed to go for a semester.
Right.
And come back. But I love the music and I love the kids. It was just, I decided to be in this bubble, you know.
Right.
And we're all different kinds of people. It was just this vibe, kids, this thing. It was just like, that's cool. It was like Fame. You know, it was like the TV show Fame when I got there.
Right.
And I just loved it so much. And had that never happened, I mean, you know, I don't know where I would be.
Exactly.
Exactly. My husband, you know, who knew?
Who knew?
Go with it, you know?
That's right. So we just got about 3 minutes. So very quickly, tell us I see your shirt there, but you're entrepreneur. Tell it, okay. Tell us very quickly a little about what you do.
And I want to say real quick, you see my shirt? I cut it. I know you cut shirts.
I sure do.
I don't wear a regular t-shirt. And I heard you say I cut shirts. I'm like, oh, I love Tanya. This is my heart. If it's not ripped up, it's not good to me anyway.
All right.
I just want to show you that this is myself.
See?
So we lived in Texas. We moved to Texas in 2006. We were there from 6 to 16.
Okay.
And you would think that living in Texas, they would have really good barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't bad, but it was different.
Mm-hmm.
They do more dry rubs, and up here we like our a little juicier and wetter. And
Right.
I just couldn't find the flavors that I like, so I started making my own sauce
Wow.
in Texas. And
Wow.
I came back home in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And because you know what was my favorite barbecue sauce before I moved?
What's
Farmer
that?
Jack, just sweet enough. But they didn't have Farmer Jack in Texas.
Right. She went back.
I made
What?
I know, right? And so I made my sauce, and basically, my kids have been saying to me, "You need to sell this sauce. You need to go to Easter Market." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." And Ron finds this contest with Detroit Wind Company. Ron is handing me this. This is the manager does. This is the
Awesome. Go Ron.
the point. But see, that's what the husband does. But
Okay.
anyway, so I entered this contest very reluctantly. I had to make a gallon. I said, I've never even measured this stuff before. You know how we do. I
Right.
figured out, my daughter came home before she goes to the University of Michigan. She came home, helped me figure out this recipe. My son came, everyone all came and went out to Lake Orchard. That's where the contest was. But the people judged. Now,
Wow.
they had a regular, like judges, I might not have seen it, and I saw people actually choose the sauce. And I was
Wow.
like, we really have something here.
Right.
And I won. So they wanted
Wow.
to collaborate with me to bring my sauce to Detroit Wind Company, and that's how it all started, And so now I'm learning about the sauce business, and it's only going to be at Detroit Wind Company for a limited time. So
Okay.
it's finished August 21st. So when it's gone, it will probably be gone for a while. But it's probably be back. But in the interim, you will be able to, you will be on store shelves, you'll be able to order it on the internet. And I'm working on other places.
Awesome.
I'm a sauce bar.
Okay, so you have to make sure that I get a bottle of that as well?
Yes, you know what? Let me tell you something. You have the merch coming, and you have the sauce coming.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate you so much.
Yes.
Really quick, we're out of time, unfortunately. I could talk to you like I could talk to you for like a whole another hour. Oh my God, so much fun. Where can they find you and your music on social media platforms?
Okay, thank you. So my album is called Cries of a Big Girl. Lori C. Lauri. If you don't spell it right, won't come up. So
Yep.
you go to LoriMusic.com. That's my website. You can also find me on Instagram, Lori Music 1 or Lori Music. You will find me. I will pop up Lauri. Period.
All right. Thank you so much, Laura G, for coming on to the Artist Showcase. Yeah, it's been such a pleasure. I'm definitely going to have you on the Entertainment Lounge. The Entertainment Lounge is going to be coming out late. I think the last Wednesday after Thanksgiving. So you guys look out for that. That's going to be season 5. I'm so excited. I've been at this for almost 3 years now, and I'm bringing in really good artists on the show, and I'm definitely going to have Lori G on the show. So be sure you go to the Entertainment Lounge on Facebook and YouTube, and be sure that you look for those dates for Laura G to be on the Entertainment Lounge. I appreciate you so much.
Like Sagittarius season, because I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh, really?
Well,
see?
So,
yes. Yes.
Sagittarius.
See? Well, again, thank you so much, Laura G, for coming on to the Artist Showcase. Yes, we're definitely going to have you back on the show. Definitely. And for you all, thank you for tuning in to the Artist Showcase. Again, you're watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Thank you so much, Laura G. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Artist Showcase, and I will see you next week.